How's it going, everybody? I hope you're all doing good. So today I'm going to put together a vlog for you. I'm also going to show you some of the process of the hyper-realistic drawing which we started the other day, where we gridded it out and created an outline. And so I'm going to document that whole process and the whole progress of the actual drawing through these videos, and I think it's a good way for me to do that because I'm going to be approaching it in a bit of a different way compared to the realistic drawing guide, for instance, where that was more or less step by step, whereas when I create a hyper-realistic drawing I'm going to approach it a bit differently. But you'll see as we get into that. I'll go ahead and put a timestamp in the description if you want to jump to that part of the video, but other than that it should be a pretty good episode, of the vlog, and yeah, we'll get right into it. Alright, super tired this morning because I spent most of last night editing together that giant pencil drawing challenge video, which should be up by now by the time this is up, and I hope you enjoyed that because I had a really good time putting that one together, and I'll probably end up doing some more drawing challenges in the future. However, today I need to pack away my stuff, head over to uni, get some work done there, come back, and then we can get on with some drawing. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to record much at uni because I prefer to work at home. I usually get more done. But I'll see what I can do. It actually gets pretty dark in here when I turn off the softbox light. All I have is this like LED light on the roof, and it doesn't really provide much lighting because I've covered it up with paper, because it used to have like a really bad glare down on the desk, and every time I tried to record some drawings it would reflect off the graphite on the paper. So I just covered that up and then got a softbox light at the front. But yeah, Leonardo da Vinci poster seems to be falling down like most of the stuff in here. I had loads of drawings on this wall, but they've all fallen down. But I can't really do much about that when the roof is slanted. Alright, so I've just got in the car and it looks like it's decided to snow. I forgot my hat. It's not even like proper snow. If it was gonna snow I'd rather it just like actually lay on the ground and then I can make a snowman or something. Standard day today, everyone. Usual routine: go to uni, finish at uni, go home, do some work. Probably the same routine I've been doing for like the last few months. I don't mind it, I enjoy doing it, and I suppose like a routine is good in some way because you get in the habit of, like, you build momentum of doing the work. I suppose if you get in a routine where it gets repetitive and boring and you maybe don't like it, then it's not the best thing. But I don't even know where I'm going with this. Alright, I'm back now. Didn't really get much recorded today because I was just working on the computer. However, I have this project coming up where it'll probably require me to do quite a bit of drawing, so I'll try and involve that through these videos. However, it's time to get started on this drawing, and I want to begin by showing you this image. This is the reference image I'm going to be using, and I also have a printout of this, and I used the printout to create the grid in the last video. However, it's good to have an image on screen as well, because you can zoom right into it and see all the detail, which then you can use that and recreate that detail in your drawing. And when you are actually starting a realistic drawing, it's good to try and find a high resolution photograph to work from, because obviously you can zoom further in and you'll be able to see more detail. but I thought that I'd go ahead and show you that first, because when I'm actually creating the drawing, I tend to refer to the image on screen a lot more than the actual printout. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and get right into this, and then I can explain more as we go along. So top down view, let's go. Alright, so quickly as I start to work into this, I want to talk about the way I'm going to document the progress of this drawing through these videos. Now it's going to take a while to finish, so as I work on it, I'm also going to be including footage and updating you on the progress. I'll be able to talk about the techniques, the process, and also my experience making this. Eventually, once the drawing is finished, I'll be putting together a complete guide where I'll also be including some real-time footage as well, so don't worry too much about that. However, right now this is in time-lapse because in real time it would be painstakingly slow. I'm taking a hyper-realistic approach with this. I'm not sure how hyper-realistic it will look because a lot of the artists who tend to specialise in this style of working, they tend to work at quite a big scale and they can add a lot more detail easier that way, whereas I'm creating a portrait on an A4 piece of paper, but I'll do my best. So right away I jump into rendering the image fully, and this is what I was talking about when I said I'm taking a bit of a different approach. I'm using a 2B pencil and observing the reference image on screen and constantly using the grid and the outlines I've made to assist where I place these pencil marks. And I can't say this enough, but you have to be patient. You have to refer to the image every time you create a mark with the pencil. This is the tedious process of hyperrealism. In the footage we are looking at today, I end up completing this section of the eye in the glasses, and that had taken 3.5 hours, so yeah, as you can imagine, you can't really rush this at all. Always keep your pencil sharpened because you will be making the smallest of details, and it's impossible to do that with a blunt pencil. Eventually, over the course of a few videos, I'll be covering a lot of the methods and techniques, so feel free to comment below and ask me any questions or things you want me to answer surrounding this whole drawing process. I'll be taking this approach with the entire drawing. It's kind of unusual to render a full drawing from scratch like this, but I found that it's easier to work that way, so really focusing on small areas and try to judge how to make those similar marks with the pencil from the reference image. Consider the light areas and the darker ones. Make sure you change the amount of pressure you apply when you want to create different tones, and I did all of this using a 2B pencil, but I'll go ahead and leave this to play out in time-lapse. So there we go, that is a solid 3.5 hours work, and you can see how much of a slow process it actually is, but I'm going to end it here now because it's getting late, and I'll continue working on this throughout the week, gathering up some footage so that I can include it in these episodes. But I hope you enjoyed this, thank you for watching. If you did, please give it a like because it really helps me out, and as always, have yourself a great day. I'll see you in the next one.